Hi guys, I don't know if I'm live yet, and if I am, hello. And I'll mute that. There we go. Yep, here I am. It's Thursday night. Cynthia from Purgatory Paranormal. If you're watching this down the road, hi. I haven't streamed in a while, and I thought I'd finally get online and do a stream, and we'll see if anybody shows up. Got some ghost boxes hooked up, and I got a cool thing to show you. We'll see if anybody shows up. Anyway, things have been going good. Been really busy working on some new stuff that I talked about the last time I streamed, and hopefully that's going to be up and running soon, really soon. Let you know more about that on Facebook and on Twitter, so you can check that out and see what we get. Hey, Anthony, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Hope you're having a great night. I just started. I just got online, so I haven't streamed in a few weeks actually. So I thought, yeah, it's time to stream, and got the ghost box hooked up and do a little ghost boxing, a little chit chat. People show up. How are you tonight? I'm good. I am in New York, so it's about 8:30 p.m. here. Just hanging out. I'm gonna do some ghost stuff tonight. I have one of my Memorex 2 Extremes hooked up here. Got it all set. So I also have a couple of my other radios here. So can you hear me? Because I know this mic is, I do definitely have to work on maybe getting a little bit better mic. But tell me if I'm too loud or too soft. You can help me out that way. That'd be great. Anyway, so I think I'm going to just start doing the ghost box. Hey, PMDB, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Can you guys hear me? And am I too loud, too soft? I sound okay? You know, I have this little guy, the Samson Meteor microphone, and it's what are they called? Cardioid, you know, so it's got that heart-shaped area in the front where it picks you up. And it's tricky when I try to do the ghost box because I wanted to pick that up too, you know, but I haven't streamed in a couple of weeks, actually probably about 3 weeks now. Just been really busy working on stuff, getting ready for spring, you know, as far as getting out and checking out some more cemeteries. So I'm looking forward to doing that really soon. And setting up my Patreon. I'm setting up a Patreon, and we'll see how that goes. But hopefully that'll be set up soon, and that'll have some cool stuff on it too. So we'll see what happens. But of course, YouTube is my home. So this is the main platform. This is where we all live, right? This is my favorite place, and there is really no other platform like it. So yeah. So anyway, I hooked up my ghost box. This is Memorex 2 Extreme M2B 2001. Hi, Jeremy. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Hi, Christopher. How are you? I hope you're all having a great night. Thank you so much for coming in. It's great to see you guys. And Jeremy, I'm glad that worked out with the radio the other day. Yeah, I was just saying this is a 30-plus-year-old Memorex cassette player radio. Maybe you guys have seen me with it before. And I hooked it up. And I hooked it up to my amp. And actually, what I did was, I'll show you what I did. If I can do this without disconnecting everything. So here's my Fender. This is my Fender amp that I nicked off of my son, the guitar player. He has plenty more. And what I did was mounted the noise killer pedal to the amp with command strips. And this amp has reverb. So basically what you're looking at is when you hear about people like setting up a portal, right? This is basically what it is. They're just using some different pedals. There's a couple of pedals out there. They're kind of older pedals, but you can hook them to the computer and put settings into them and stuff. And they're using reverb pedals and then just lights and crystals and stuff. Basically, this is what it is. So I hooked it up, and I think, while we're waiting for some more people to show up, I think I'm going to turn on this radio and see. Yeah, thank you. It's actually working surprisingly well. So I am gonna turn it on, and you guys can tell me. You can be my testers of how well this microphone picks up on the side. Okay. And if you hear a cat meowing, it's my son's cat. Okay, so basically, first thing I'm gonna do, and it's hard to see. See what I'm doing here. So basically, so that you don't blow your ears out, you have the pedal on already. Never turn the amp on and then hit the pedal because it goes boom. It's nasty. Anyway, turn the volume down, and I'm going to turn the amp on. Okay. Then I've already throttled down the noise killer pedal for this radio. So let me turn the volume down and turn this radio on. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to try to set this up so that we can all hear it. Okay, so here's the radio. It's hard to actually see this radio. I have to get a stand. I need a stand so you guys can see the radio. I'm trying to, MacGyver it. It's not really working. Anyway, all right, so here we go. I'm going to turn the volume up. First thing, I'm going to scan the radio. It's on FM. Then I'm going to turn the volume up on the amp. Yeah, Jeremy. Really? I've never used one of them. The lunchbox amps. Hi, country girl. Now, can you guys still hear me? And can you hear the radio? Hey, spirits. What was that? Can you guys hear the radio? Hi, Sandy. I have a little amp too, but I don't think it's a very good one. There are small amps that are good. The small Marshall amps, those are good. People have a lot of good luck with them. I bought one of the Hodads. Not so good. Anyway, I'm going to try to prop this up so you guys can see it. All right, spirits. Would you come and talk to us tonight? Elaine. Hi, Elaine. Yep, I'm everybody's mom. Thanks for coming by, you guys. Elizabeth? Elizabeth who, spirits? Who's Elizabeth? Can you guys hear the radio? I can turn it up. Who's here with us tonight? I wanted to try to do that too, country girl. I actually have most of the parts saved in a wish list on Amazon. All right, spirits. Who's going to talk to us tonight? Tell me your name, please. No. Leonard? Leonard. Is your name Leonard? Oh, good. I'm glad. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out the best way to... It's not an omnidirectional mic, so... Freaking out. Who's freaking out? Come on, spirits, come and talk to us. Hi. Can you say hi to me? What? Can you say hi, Cynthia? Turn it up a little. Can you... What? Do you see these people here in this list? Whoa, that was weird. What was that? You see these names here? These are friends that are with us tonight, watching and listening to you. Rusty? Who's Rusty? Yeah, it's funny, Stereo Spaceman. I have tried to. I would think an omnidirectional mic would be fine for these situations where I'm not outside and there's not a lot of ambient noise, but where I wanted to pick up me. Original what? Where I wanted to pick me up and the radio. If anybody can recommend a good omnidirectional microphone that I could use, I would appreciate it. Because I can't find one. Even bidirectional would be fine. But these are all cardioid. They have this heart-shaped area that they pick up. And that's it. What? Could you try to speak to us, please? Something about a boy again. A boy, the boys. What boys are you talking about? Whose boys are you talking about? Jason, how are you? It's good to see you. Hi, Shannon. Oh, really, Shannon? It's good to see both of you. It's good to see all of you. I appreciate you guys coming in. Well, let's see what it tells you tonight, Shannon. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm using Google Hangouts. I need to, I guess, learn to use OBS. Can OBS do two audio sources? Because if it can, then I'll try it again. I didn't have a lot of luck with it. Spirits, do you see the names of the people that are here with us? Do you remember Shannon? Sabah? Is there anyone here that's French? Oh, what did you have? What did he say, Shannon? I'd be very interested to know. Inspiration. Hi, Sty. Oh, thank you so much for coming by. Everybody, this is my friend Sty. Wonderful outdoorsman. You should check out his channel. He's a great guy. He does wonderful streams. I'm glad you did too. Thank you. Thank you for what? Something upset you. Nothing upset me. If I miss anything, guys, let me know. Shannon, was the monk able to help you? Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice? Oh, I can't say it a third time. Something about a cheeseburger. All right, spirits. I think that we can get serious now. Firstly, David, are you here? David, are you here? David is my, I don't know what you would call it, familiar. You guys aren't very talkative right now. Well, while they're not being very talkative, let me show you guys this really cool thing my husband found for me.
Today was special.
Yeah, you keep chatting amongst yourselves, spirits. Let me move this. Anyway, he went to the recycling center. Some of you might have seen this post the other day. He went to the recycling center and he came back and he said, "Go look in the back of the truck." Anyway, so let me see if I can show you what this is. I'm gonna hide the chat for a second so I can see if it's in frame. Look at this box. Look at this thing. It's a huge, it's real cool. Somebody built this. Here's my hand. So my hand is the size of each of these skulls. Mama is here. It's the size of each of these skulls. We got our friend lounging on top here. And this fellow, I guess, represents somebody stuffed in the box, which is horrible to contemplate. And it's actually got some weight to it. So he brought this back to me because, you know, that's a supportive husband for you, right? So anyway, let me tell you a very, very brief story. We go to recycling every week, of course. And he went there and he comes back with his box. I said, "Oh, well, that's kind of cool." And he said, "Oh, the guy there said it's been brought back twice." He said somebody brought it one time and somebody else took it. They took it home. And a few weeks later, it came back. So we don't know why. And I think one night I'll try to do I'll do a session with the box and the Kinect camera. And we'll see if there's anybody lingering that maybe scared one of the local families. So that's my new skeleton box. Really cool. He knows I like skulls and skeletons and all that. So very cool. Anyway, those are the kind of presents my husband brings me. And I appreciate them. I think they're awesome. I'm a lucky girl. Guy who owned the land many hundred years ago still. Oh. Wow. Well, that's cool. So did he worked it out for you then, Shannon? That's awesome. That's great. Let me see if I can. I'm glad that got squared away for you. Hi, Austin, Paranormal. How are ya? Let's see something here. I meant to age or the stream. I don't know if I can now. Let's see. I don't think I can now. I don't know. Can you age restrict the screen once it started? Well, that's good, though. That's good that you did that. You must feel positive about that, and that's the important thing. You know. Hi, Miss Monty. How are you? What you hear is this Memorex 2 Extreme old cassette player that I hacked. If you can still hear it, I turned it down a little. Oh, which ones? Which ones did you get, Miss Monty? Which radios? Rachel. Who's Rachel? Stand up radio. Just stand up there. And you guys can't see it. I could actually move the camera a little bit, maybe you'll be able to see it. Wow. 104 years old, Elaine? That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, with the old analog radios, you have to manually roll the dial. There are a number of people in the community that do the sessions that way, and God bless them. They have patience that I don't have, you know. So my new hobby has become hacking these radios. R9921. I don't know what kind of radio that is, but that's so cool. That's great. You have to keep trying, Elaine, though. Don't give up. You know, like if you watched any of my flashback videos that I've just done recently, at first, when I first started doing these sessions 2.5 years ago, and I've had paranormal experience since I was 5 years old, but I never, you know, did anything like this until about 2.5 years ago. And if you look at my original videos, which I'm going back over now, I missed a lot, you know. I missed a lot. Is that flashing? Is that that's my karaoke machine, I think. I don't know what was flashing. You guys see the flashing? Maybe one of my candles is going out. Maybe. See that? That is. All right. If anybody sees what's flashing behind me, let me know. Oh, I'd love to see them. Miss Money, are they on your channel? I will definitely check them out. I thought I just heard my name. Well, that's the interesting thing, because it like one of the candles. Okay. Is it maybe this one? Yes. The spirit said yes. It takes a while to discern. All right, you silly candles. Let's see. Maybe it's this one. Hang on. That's going to drive me batty, so I'm going to turn these off. Turn that one off and we'll see. There's only one other candle that's on, so I love battery operated candles. No chance of burning your house down. Still happening, and it'll be this one. Nothing else is flashing in my house, I hope. Hi, George. Oh, George, I didn't see you. I was so busy with my candle. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Even though you retracted your message, I see you. Are you going to talk to us tonight at all? Or are you going to talk among yourselves? Anyway, what was I saying? I don't even remember. Memory. It's one of the first things to go. Hi, George. George does sessions too. Yeah, Stereo Spaceman, that absolutely happens. I have a few videos like that, a number of videos like that. I had one I did in my kitchen, and when I listened back, and I had also walked out of the room for a few minutes, and I hear like somebody walks over to the camera, and you can hear them breathing like they're looking at the camera, and nobody else was in the house. So I think just the microphones are more sensitive than our ears. I don't know. The whole shelf. I don't know what it is. Well, we'll try to figure it out. I mean, I'll shut that other candle off in a minute, but if it's not that candle, then I don't know what it is, because the light is not flashing. The light is right above me. That light's not flashing. I do have the karaoke machine on. I can turn that off too. We'll be sitting here in the dark really soon. It's not the camera, is it? I'm losing it, guys. I don't see that. What is that? All right, I'm gonna turn this candle off. We'll be in the dark pretty soon. That's okay. All right, that candle's off now. I want you to put batteries in them. Yeah, they say that word now and then, Miss Monty. I don't know why. Say bad words, but when we hear those things, especially when you hear them in a whisper, I mean, who's saying that on the radio? Nobody's saying that on the radio in the United States of America. I can tell you that right now. Yes, in my house, have they made sounds? Well, door knocking. We have had the door knocking. Let me think if we've had anything else with the electric that I've noticed. Just said electric. Did you hear that? Yes, the electric. Don't play with the electricity in my house, spirits. Please. I don't know what it is. I mean, if my husband was home, I would say, oh, well, when he welds out in the garage, forget it. Everything flashes. But he's not home. What is that? I just saw it again. We're going to figure out what it is, you guys. That is so weird. It's flashing on my face, right? Spirits, what's the flashing light? Spirit? There's spirit? No, it's not you. How would you be doing that? No, you can't swear. You cannot swear on the radio here. Spirits, are you playing with the light? Are you making a light flash somewhere that I can't figure out? What's going on? You've never done this before. You think so? My glasses are on the camera, maybe? I can't figure it out. I have not had this problem before. This is so strange, you guys. Oh, well, it's got to be something normal. I don't know what's happening. It's very odd. It's so odd. Oh, well. I apologize for the flashing, you guys. It's probably something I'm doing, but I've never had this happen to me before. I've had this camera for Gosh, the better part of the last 12 months. I don't know, Elaine. I don't know. Spirits, are my glasses affecting the light? What? Gizmo. Did you hear that whisper? Say Gizmo. Gizmo's my dog. Constantly call out to my dog. Yes, I know. He's not here. He will be any minute if you keep calling him, though. I have a feeling when I'm not here, this is what they do to my poor dog. Or they like him a lot. I don't know. But his name is Gizmo. Do you guys like my dog? If you like my dog, make the light flash again. If you like to pester my dog, make the light flash again. That's what he is. He's a Yorkie. My dog is a Yorkie. He's a big Yorkie. We were told he's an old-fashioned Yorkie, but he's a big Yorkie. Spirits, do you have any message for anybody who's in chat here tonight? See this list of friends that are watching us? Okay. William Ho. David, are you here? Bill or Billy, are you here? Oh, poor pup, Austin. That's terrible. Oh, no. I've only done one. When I first got my IR camera, I just was testing the camera and I turned it on and I caught a couple of orbs. And I was surprised. And I haven't tried. I don't do orbs a lot. I don't seek them out. I was just very surprised. That's all right, George. You just keep doing it. I mean, like I said, if you look at my flashback videos, if you look at my original videos, I missed a lot. And, while I caught a lot, I missed a lot. And I caught more than I missed, but it's so interesting and a little frightening to go back and look at those videos. Yeah, it just takes time and patience. Yeah, absolutely, the IR is. And then there was that one night I stopped on the side of the road at about 10:30 at night and went to this little old cemetery with my IR camera. I forgot to take a flashlight with me, so the only way I could see was looking through the viewfinder. That was a mistake. Take a flashlight. Hey, spirits, come on, give me your name. Who's here with us? Paul. Do I know you, Paul? I do. How do I know you? Well, I know you well. This is the Memorex 2 Extreme M2B 2001. It is about 30 years old. It is actually an old cassette player. You would open it here and put your cassette tape in. And I actually like this radio a lot. When I don't use the amp and the pedal, and I just use a speaker, obviously the session's a little bit louder, but it's a very whispery box. So if I was better in post with sound software, I could probably bring to you a session from this radio, full out, no amp and pedal, and the whispers are, they come flying through this box. But it's noisy. But it's a great box. I like it. And I hacked it myself. That's just my Ring front door. Somebody's coming home. My husband or my son. Hey, I'm online. Yeah. My son just came home. I also have this radio. I have two of these actually. This is the 12587 that everybody loves so much. And this actually works good with this setup too. I just have to change the threshold on the pedal a little bit. And then there's this one. George knows what this is, right, George? 2125. Awesome radio. My favorite. That's actually, well, actually my favorite radio is this one up here on the top shelf. I can figure out why that's flashing. That is so weird. I will figure it out. You know, when I first started doing it, my son did do a couple with me, but they're just so busy, you know. But when we went to Savannah, Georgia last year, if you look back, I have videos from what's called the Sorrel Weed House, which is an old mansion in Savannah. And you can actually pay. We paid, and we went on the 11:30 at night to 2 o'clock in the morning ghost hunt thing. It's very cool. They put you in groups, and you can actually go through the property and do your ghost hunting. You can bring your own equipment. I filmed. I think I made 3 videos from there. It was very cool. And there were actually soldiers still buried under the basement floor. So very cool place called the Sorrel Weed House in Savannah, Georgia. If you ever get there, definitely visit the Sorrel Weed House. So they enjoyed that. That was cool. My son actually and his fiance. My daughter's a little leery of it, but she's had her own paranormal experiences, so that's why she's a little leery of it. But she wants to go with me. I think she'll go with me like during the day when I do cemeteries during the day. She'll start going with me soon. And she's not a little girl. She's 26 years old, so I'm not corrupting any children or anything. I used one app. My dog's over here now. I've used one app, the Live Ghost Box Plus by Steve Holte, which actually is just radios scanning like this from his house. So, and had very good luck with it. There's also a video of me doing that. I can't remember how far back, but I liked it. I just haven't used it since. I don't know why. I have it. I should try it again another night, and I think I will. Maybe when I do the session with the skeleton box, I'll try the app again. It's a good thought. Thank you, Christopher. That's what I'll do. But anyway, I was saying this radio up here on my top shelf. That is so annoying, that flashing light. I'm going to figure out what that is. That is the 12150. It's huge, but it's my favorite radio. Works great. Not very portable. Not very portable. It works well with the amp and pedal too. So. Sleep Recorder Plus. Is that the one? Is that what you download on your phone and then leave it on while you're sleeping? Rita. Who's Rita? That's my dog. My dog choking. He makes all kinds of noises. Does your Yorkie make those noises? It drives me crazy. Sleep Recorder Plus. Yes, I wanted, you know what? I want to do that. I'm going to write that down actually. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look up that app because I didn't know what it was called. And I want to download that app. Let me see is it on iOS though, or is it just Android? Oh, I'll be right there. He wants to go out. Sleep. Yes, I'm here. Spears, I wish you could let my dog out for me. There's advanced sleep recorder. 25,000. Oh, that's great, Elaine. I appreciate that's awesome. Yes, Dr. Ray is doing well. He and I are going back to Gettysburg again this year. Can't find Sleep Recorder Plus. Is it on iOS? I have, the dreaded iPhone. What are you guys talking about? All right, I'm going to put this here for a sec, guys. I'm going to go let my dog out. Don't leave. Spirits, I'm going to go let Gizmo out now. Talk my friends. Yeah. Did you guys hear me? Yeah. All right, guys. I'll be right back. He goes out about 30 times a night. Sleep recorder. Yes. Okay, let me try that. All right. I'll find it. If it's here. Sleep. Record your sleep talking or snoring. Wake up, gently refresh each morning or using a smart alarm. I don't know. Is this that look like the icon? Yeah, see, it must be doing something with the camera. Preventing snoring. Oh, I got it. Oh, awesome. I'm going to download this later. Cool. Thank you. I have wanted to do that. Did you see the icon, Christopher? You didn't want to put it up again. That's cool. I have wanted to do that. Green microphone. Yeah, it's sort of. Hi, Ralph. How are you? Thanks for coming by. Yeah, it's sort of. It's green around a microphone. And I have an iPhone, so cool. I'm totally downloading that after I'm using it tonight. I will let you know. Come on, resend it. I will let you know if I get anything.
Acres. All time. And they do.
Very cool. Oh wow. That is so cool. Thank you. That's very cool. Liz, you gonna talk to me tonight when I'm sleeping? Yeet. A demo video of your sleep study. They wanted me to do a sleep study years ago because I had night terrors for many years. They're very rare anymore. If I, maybe if I'm really, really stressed and really, really tired, but yeah. But I never did it.
Same like the.
What do you want to know?
Energy?
Hey, Gizmo. Hey, buddy. Come here. Oh. There he is. He's a little scruffy right now. He's a little scruffy. Look how big he is. Hey, you a big boy? You tell us he's a throwback Yorkie. He needs a haircut. He needs a haircut. He needs a haircut over. He had 3 teeth removed the other day. So he's recuperating. He's doing very well though. Doing an EVP sleep study. Oh yeah, I mean they're always around. I've woken up in the middle of the night to visitors, and my husband sleeps through it. Luckily, come here, son's cat. Pierce, do you visit us when we sleep? Yeah, he's big. That is a big Yorkie. He weighs about 13 or 14 pounds. His legs are this long. So he's about to turn 13. And all his life, all people say to us is, what kind of dog is that? Yeah. Thank you, Christopher. Yeah, 6 pounds is what we thought we were going to get. We got the bonus dog. But he's very healthy, relatively healthy. He's getting a little older. I don't know, Edwin. It's a good question, though. I think it's considered bad form to watch someone unclothe themselves. Now we're getting a little whispering in there.
Yeah.
Oh, spirits, George. They're always around us, period. I know if I were a spirit, I'd be hanging around people all the time. If nothing else, to entertain myself. Hello. Who's trying to come through? I'm starting to hear your little whispers. Keep trying. George, I was standing in my kitchen one day. It was broad daylight. And right below my kitchen window, my mom lives downstairs and she has all kinds of bird feeders. So I was looking out. I leaned over to look at the birds. And it was as if someone stood right next to me and just put their hand full on my shoulder and leaned over with me. And I just kind of stood there and I turned. Of course, there's nobody there. And then it disappeared. So I turned around and I'm like, who's here? But, full on as if you would be standing next to me with your hand on my shoulder. So, yeah.
Takes medication.
Oh, did that happen to you? I'm sorry, Austin Paranormal. I don't know if Austin is your actual name. I don't know your real name, so I keep calling you Austin. But it was like sleep paralysis. I don't know if they all have goals, or on a mission. Yes, I do, Christopher, but it's nothing negative. So, I think sometimes they're just passing through, on the cosmic highway. Who knows what it is when they pass by us, if they even realize, I woke up one night and I sat up in bed and it was the middle of the night. My husband was sleeping and it was this young man basically was crawling across the bed on his way somewhere, and he just stopped and stared at me, and I stared at him, and then he smiled, and then he went off into the ether. And I was like, I looked at my husband, who's, out. Whatever. What can you do? No, I have nothing negative. 2:25 a.m. Woo. Ah, you're in the UK. Yeah. Well, I haven't experienced that. Happily, I have never experienced that. But I could describe the young man to you. I think he was going to the beach. He had a bathing suit on, and that was it. Well, you know how I deal with it, Giorgio, because I've been dealing with it for so long. I don't have any fear of it. I always just say to myself, of course they're here, Of course they're here. Of course they're all around. There's nothing I can do about that, I've had people say to me, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to get undressed in the dark because spirits are watching me." I'm like, "What are you going to do? The spirits are watching you. They're going to watch you." I just take for granted that they're there. I just take it for granted, and then I don't worry about it. Oh, now, Austin Paranormal, you have been to a lot of places. I know in your videos you've visited a lot more haunted places than I have. And do you feel like you brought something back with you? Robert. What was that? It's a child's voice. Oh, really, Elaine? I've heard about those shows, and I know that somebody told me about one where they're actually putting people's stories from YouTube on the TV, or I don't know if it's on Netflix or what it is. I don't have Netflix, but I haven't had a chance to check those out. Celebrity ghost story. So I guess they talk to celebrities about their experiences. I have a lifetime of them. Hi. I heard that. Hi. Hi. Is that what it said? Because I was talking and I missed it. It said dad. I don't get children's voices very often. Thankfully. Oh, the lake house. That's right. You did a lot of investigating at that lake house. I remember the videos. That was a pretty haunted place, right? Do you keep the mirror covered? Spirits are mirrors, portals. You guys have gone quiet. 3 years every other Monday. Wow. What? My mom must be cooking something. My son is over here peeking. Oh, they told you after 3 years. They told you to stay away. Oh,
So John,
at least you got 3 years out of it. Spirits are mirrors, portals that you can use.
please for the big on it.
Bridges.
Why?
Spirits, how do you use mirrors? These mirrors. How do you use the mirrors? I have only had that happen to me a couple of times, Elaine. The smells. Floral smells that were out of place. And yeah, I haven't had that too much. What I've had in my life that let's say since in my teens, what I had a lot of was my name being called. Middle of the night or middle of the day, just this very sing-songy voice calling me by a nickname I don't really use, but with my family. And I used to get so frightened in the middle of the night that I'd call out to my parents, and my father would get very upset because he had to go to work in the morning, and he'd yell at me and tell me to go back to sleep if I wasn't asleep. I had a lot of that. And then when I went away to college, I was always with a lot of people, and I had the name calling, but nothing else for the years that I was in school. So it was actually wonderful. I was almost never alone, and it was very, very nice. And when I came home from college, it all started to ramp up again. Yeah. And, maybe one night I'll do a stream, without the radio, and I'll tell you all those stories. Spirit flatulence, George. Oh no. I think that the scents that you smell are indicators. They're clues. They're trying to tell you who's with you. Something to do with a memory. But I have had mostly in my adult life, when I have contact with spirit, they come to me. It's hard to explain, but they come to me, and it's as if I can see them, but they're standing right behind me. And I get what I have always called cone of silence. So I don't get, I know a lot of people describe all different things, but I know that, like one night I was sitting at my computer and I felt it come. Hey, the animals are fighting. Sorry, there's a cat and a dog. Woof, woof. I get what's called a cone of. All of a sudden, this cone of silence comes upon me, and I realize, something's about to happen. And that was, and when I have contact with a spirit, generally my David is there too. I'm calling him David now. This is a male spirit. He's an older man. He comes to me. He's smiling, and he is my indicator that this is okay because he's here. And then I get the message, and they're speaking to me, though their lips aren't moving. I hear them speaking to me. So it's a little funky, but I don't call spirits to me. I don't say, I'm gonna contact Elvis tonight. I can't do that. I'm not a medium. You know, they come when they want to come to me. I've never tried to hone that or anything. So that's mainly how I have contact with spirits. I think that's what somebody asked. I'm so sorry if I went off on a tangent. Oh my goodness. And it's interesting about the mirrors in my bathroom, in my dressing room. I have 2 mirrors across the room that face each other. And it's the coolest thing because when you look into either one, it kind of goes on forever, you know. Some people call it a corridor of souls. Stop meowing, you. Hey, come here, kitty. Come here. Come here. Silly cat. I call it a corridor of souls. And it's interesting because I'm actually in the process of writing a book, which I hope one day to finish. And so I'm using that in one of the scenes in my book because it's an interesting concept and it's very cool. But yeah, I don't know. Wait. What am I waiting for, spirits? Oh. Wow. Well, luckily when I was a young girl, nobody thought I was crazy, but then again, I didn't tell too many people about it. And I'm not saying your son he's not crazy. I understand what you're saying. But yeah, I think that we all of us that have these experiences are very careful about who we tell. I have always been very careful about who I tell. And it's funny because now as I'm older, I worry less about what people think. Believe me, I'm almost 60 years old and I worry a lot less about what people think. And so I have found that now when I tell people, they're all enthralled. They want to hear about it. Then they want to tell me their experiences. And it's sort of a relief, you know, after a lifetime of, let's not talk about this, you know, what will people think? It's sort of, it's nice now, you know. I'm trying, Elaine. I'm telling you something, boy. It's hard when you are just writing it and no one else cares that you're writing it and you don't have a deadline. It is tough, but thank you. I will try. I've thought about doing a vlog about it, but I just don't know if anybody would be interested. And yes, it's a scary story with some humor and some, you know, grown-up stuff in it. And I really want to finish it. And my husband says, finish it. We'll self-publish it. Who cares? Just finish the thing. So I'm going to try. I promise. It's so much better now. I mean, I go to parties now and my friends will have people come over to me and say, your friend told us that you do this. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? And we'll end up talking for hours about their haunting. I mean, it's brilliant, you know, so it's good. I like it. I like this time in my life and with these experiences a lot more than previous decades of my life and the different iterations of these experiences that I went through, because in my 20s it was very negative. And it's much better now. Which I guess is why I'm here. Thank you so much for coming, Miss Monty. I appreciate it more than you know. I hope you have a great night, morning, day. Get some sleep. Yeah, it's nice now. You know, I mean, I still don't broadcast it to everybody I know, but I've had so many more positive conversations with people now than I have ever had in my entire life about it. So it's a blessing. I hope he does too, Elaine. I hope he does too. you know. Yeah, I mean, there was the time in my 20s when I had some harrowing experiences, and until I learned how to um, close it off and control it, and only insist on positive and not let anything negative near me anymore, it was like I said, it was harrowing. And you know, you start to what's the word I'm looking for? Question your sanity at some point, you know. And I said in my 20s, I said, well, I'm either going to go to a psychiatrist, or I'm going to go to a psychic. Well, I was in my 20s and I thought, wow, you know, psychiatrist's expensive. So I went to a psychic, but this woman, uh, you know, saved me. She helped me so much and taught me so much. And just got better from there, you know. As I moved into my 30s, just the fear was gone and the negativity was gone because it wasn't allowed, and it's not allowed. And it's now it's good, and that's why I'm here. That's why I can do these things on YouTube now, because you know, I wouldn't want to be here if I was like, ooh, oh my gosh, you know, so scared. You know, I'm not conjuring anything evil. I'm not looking for anything evil. I'm just sharing, you know, one facet of my experiences with you guys. And, you know, it's a pleasure. And I've met so many wonderful people. It's great. It's really great. So, again, it's not over. What's not over? I know it's not over. It's never going to be over. It's not over. What are you guys talking about? Are you talking about us? Do you have a message for anybody that's watching and listening? What was that? Well, I'd like to listen back and hear what that one was. There was a whisper there. Who's trying to tell me something? Try again. Doug? I don't know Doug. I'm not a demonologist, Reiki. I don't involve myself with demons.
Working.
But there are some good demonologists who have channels, you know, that you could probably check out, who've studied it. That's unfortunate. Spirit, you have anything else to tell us tonight? You haven't been too talkative. It's interesting. I think it's probably only about 50% of them that you hear right away. The whispers are hard to hear because, you know, I'm listening here, I'm talking to you guys, and, you know, when you're trying to concentrate on different things, and even when I do a spirit box session, sometimes it goes by so quickly. You know, sometimes, and I know there's people that get messages and then afterwards they slow them down to hear them better. What's the matter, Gizmo? My dog is moaning. Go lay down, sweetie. Go lay down, buddy. Go on. Go lay down your bed. So they slow them down in their software afterwards, and they can hear them more clearly. I've been very fortunate. I miss them, like especially the whispers sometimes when I'm doing a session, but when I go back, I haven't ever had to do that, slow it down, which is good because I'm not an audio whiz. But I would probably say 50%. And then some sessions are better than others. You know, it's just like us. Sometimes we don't want to talk. Sometimes they don't want to talk. Sometimes they're not here. Sometimes the ones that are here don't want to talk or can't figure out how. Like I've always said, I don't think this is easy for them to do. You know, I'm not under the illusion that turn this on and boom, telephone to the dead. I am not under that illusion. This has got to be difficult. Yeah, sometimes you have to slow him down. You know, Gizmo. He's over there. Yeah, I haven't done a session in a while where I didn't use the radio and I just turn the camera on or turn the camera on. Now my new camera has a mic port, so I can use an external mic. And you ask questions and you get the EVPs without the radio. And those are very, very cool when you get those. I have a number of things I need to do that I haven't done in a while. I need to do a connect session, which, like I said, I think I'm going to do with the new skeleton box, for lack of a better name for it. And then, yeah, I haven't done a quiet session in a while, just EVPs, you know. I don't do a lot with the digital recorder. I'm not very good with it. I did some in Florida. I think I did some in Las Vegas. But you have to be very careful with the digital recorders because many of them record their own internal sounds, their own internals make the noises. So you have to be very careful with those. I do better with just the camera and the mic on the camera. Yeah, because Robert, I think sometimes they say things so quickly, and I don't know if that's because I don't know. I mean, there's all different arguments for it with the whole time-space continuum thing, the different dimension where they are. You know, maybe they say it and they don't realize. You know, it's sort of like the Kessel Run, right? If anybody else out there is a Star Wars geek, you know about the Kessel Run, right? That they're saying it in normal time. They don't realize we're hearing it sped up. So. Hi, Amber. Hi, Trapper Jay. How are you? Hi, guys. Thanks for coming by. We're just talking while the ghost box runs here to see if the spirits have anything to say to us tonight. Yep, and I have, you know, like 3 pages of places I want to visit to do videos this spring and summer. Going back to Gettysburg. And then I want to try to go to the Lizzie Borden house. So I have to talk to some people about that and see if I can arrange that trip. And then I'll be back to Savannah again this year. I don't know if I'll go back to the Sorrel Weed house, but it is very cool. And I know that my kids want to go back. Yeah. Yeah, real-time response, absolutely. Ray! I was wondering if you'd show up. How are you? How you doing, Dr. Ray? Look, George, Dr. Ray is here. Good to see ya. And right as I was mentioning Gettysburg. Yeah, and that's it. You know, we're just running it at different speeds, and so nice. Another day off. Oh, I envy you. Spirits, Dr. Ray is here. Can you say hi to him? Yes. Amber's here. Yes, Amber's here. Say hi to Dr. Ray. I've heard of Waverly Hills. A lot of people have. Where is that? Where is Waverly Hills? A lot of people have visited Waverly Hills. What's that? I heard that whisper. Ray, did you see my new skeleton box? You didn't see it before. I have to show it to you. I'll send you a picture of it. Yeah, they mentioned your name, Amber. I was trying to get them to say hi to Dr. Ray, and they said hi to you instead. I don't know what they asked, but I definitely heard Amber. Yes, Amber is here, spirits. She's watching and listening. Do you have a message for her? Yeah, Ray. Let me see if I can turn the screen again and show it to you. My husband went to recycling and he came back with this. Look at this thing. Look how big these skulls are. My hand. Look, it's wood. It's a big, big box. Evidently, it was brought back there twice. And somebody brought it to recycling and somebody else took it home. And then a few weeks later, it came back. The cat came back. Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm gonna do a connect session with it one night. What was that? Did you guys hear that whisper? Spirits, who was asking about Amber? Doug again? What was that? Is that a child's voice again? Spirits. See Amber here watching and listening? Who was asking about Amber? Cousin? The child's voice said cousin. Is that who's watching Amber? To bring him home. Who's watching over Amber or watching Amber? Lady, please. Lady, maybe a lady cousin? Mary? All right. My dog has to go out again. This is what he does. This is what my evenings are like. I will be right back, you guys. Keep listening. Spirits, tell Amber who's watching her. I'll be right back. It's Doug again. Who on earth is Doug? Spirits, who's Doug? Who's Doug? Dead. I've heard 2 times whispered dead. I understand that, but do we know Doug? I don't know anyone named Doug. I mean, not personally. Spirits, who's Mary? No, it was raining here earlier, but it was a beautiful day though, so can't complain. Spirit, is there a cousin of Amber's looking over her? Mary. Who is Mary? Mary Lou. Mary, is your name really Mary Lou? Mary, is your full name Mary Lou? It is. It is. Jacob? Who's Jacob? So Mary Lou, how do you know Amber? Mary Lou, do you have a message for Amber? Take care, Robert. Thank you so much for coming. It was great talking to you. Have a good night. We're probably going to call it a night here pretty soon, too. Mary Lou, before we shut the radio off, do you have a message for your niece? Do you have a message for Amber? Hi, Chris. Thanks for coming in. Mary Lou, if you're watching Amber, the next time, can you let good feelings wash over her so that she knows it's you and that she won't worry it's someone else? Yes. Amber, I take it she's passed? Good night, Robert. Mary Lou, do you want Amber to come visit you? Do you want her to come visit you? Yes. 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 She can hear you. Well, I'm sure she'll come see you if she can. Life gets very busy, Amber. You can't feel bad about it. If they knew you loved them during their lives, they still know you love them. All right, before I turn the radio off, does any other spirit have any messages for any of us here? You're welcome, Amber. I love you. Said, I love you, and then a child laughed. Right, spirits, we're going to say goodnight now. I'd like to thank you for coming and for speaking with us. I know. I will listen back to this later to see if I've missed any of your messages. But thank you for coming and speaking with us. Can you say goodbye? All right. Good night, spirits.
It's dark.
It's dark. I know.
Love you.
Love you too. Okay. Oh, we got some messages tonight. That's good. That's good. And my dog is moaning. Go lay down, honey. Oh, poor old guy. Go take care of him and see what's going on with him. Anyway, he's still recuperating from his surgery, so I go comfort him a little bit. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. It's been a Gizzy, come here, sweetheart. Oh my goodness, poor puppy. All right, well, I'm gonna go take care of my puppy. But thank you guys for coming in, everybody that came in. Amber, thank you for coming. Ray, it was really good to see you. I'll talk to you soon. George, awesome. Awesome. Keep doing those sessions. Christopher, thank you. Thank you so much for being here and for interacting with me. And Chris, the ghost hunter, thank you. I know Robert from Austin Paranormal is gone, but thank you for coming in. Let's see who else was here earlier. Elaine Black, thank you so much for coming. And Miss Monty, of course, left a little while ago because it's pretty early in the morning in England. But it was great to have her here. And I know that Shannon was here earlier. Thank you so much. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. But thank you guys so much. Have a great night. And I will see you very, very soon. And take care. Thanks again for coming in. Bye-bye. Good night, guys.